What is up gamers, M107 here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about Metro franchise. We all love to see a new Metro announced, but there are certain things we'd like to see more and of course, things we don't really want, so let's begin. Metro Exodus, the latest Metro game, was released in February 2019. That game was awesome. Even though it's 2022, if you just play this game, the first thing you'll notice is the graphics. I mean, this game would easily dominate most of the new titles. But looks ain't everything. Ask any man and they say the same. Now, jokes aside, other aspects of the game are also really nice. The story is rich, the gameplay is on point, game performance is ideal, at least in 2022, so based on all these, we're talking about a polished, shiny masterpiece. But not every Metro fan was happy with Exodus. While Exodus is a really decent game, the experience is quite different with previous Metro titles. As fans of the franchise, we used to play in dark tunnels and small control rooms, in trains underground, and sometimes for some important missions, we would pay the surface a visit, right? Things are absolutely the opposite in Metro Exodus. Basically, you're always on the surface, and when you need an important part for a map or whatever, guess where you should go? Underground, back in the Metro. Now, story-wise, these changes were inevitable, but they got out of control. I think people in 4A games noticed this issue and they came up with a clever solution: DLCs. The Two Colonels DLC was also released in 2019 and people absolutely loved it. Not because of the story, no, it was the atmosphere. This DLC was truly a Metro game. Underground facilities, dark tunnels, mutants and worms all over the place. This was what people were craving for all these years, not deserts, not lakes. Later on, Sam's Story, the second DLC, was released in 2020, and I think it was a perfect balance between surface and what Metro is really about. A decent amount of surface and a decent amount of monsters and spiders and pitch black rooms. I know I overemphasized this, but in my opinion, it's a key element for a successful Metro game in future. Now, apart from the atmosphere, the mutant variety should be much more. Personally, I have no problem with this part of the game because Metro has always been like that, but I've seen gamers complaining about it, and I think a few more monsters wouldn't hurt. The weapon customization was actually pretty cool, but I guess the idea behind it was not the best. The problem is again the diversity of the guns. A platform that can become a stealthy handgun or a loud sniper rifle at the same time, it just doesn't seem to be working. However, keeping this weapon customization system in my opinion is necessary, so having like 4 to 5 different fully customizable shotguns with different purposes is what I recommend. Same goes for assault rifles, sniper rifles, and other gun categories in game. Some elements of open world games are missing in Metro Exodus. Fast travel as an example, or side missions. All you get is basically some question marks on the map that mostly contain weapon parts, armor upgrades, and stuff like that. Even though a few side missions do exist, most people just miss them because there is no indicator for them on the map. Another problem I had with question marks in areas of interest is that you have to go near them or be in their proximity to have them appear on the map. For me, it's just more pleasant to see them pre-marked. There are also things we don't want to see. A leveling system or a skill tree, for example. Generally speaking, RPG elements could ruin this game's future. Metro was never an RPG and I think it should stay that way. I'm stating this because most of the games are just getting far away from what they actually are. We don't want to see a vast open world Metro. Keeping the areas or chapters as big as Exodus will do the trick. As mentioned before, being more of an open world means being more on the surface, which is not going to be cool, by any means. So there you have it guys, what we want in a future Metro game and what we don't. Hope you enjoyed the video, make sure to share your point of view and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next video. Stay cool.